Say, Mr. Bill, I couldn't finish lunch. I'll put my sandwich in here to keep it fresh. You should never be wasteful.
No, wait, I can't breathe, though. No. Speaking of suffocating, kids, you should never have
Gee, someone left the icebox open. What a waste of energy.
Speaking of eating,
Down track. Slow down a little bit, don't accelerate. 55. Go 50 on the bus. Good. Just keep it down to 50. Keep it down to 50. Ma'am, your driving starts to keep it down to 50. Yeah, that's it. Keep up the gas. Just keep it down to 50. Keep it down to 50. Ma'am, your driving starts to keep it down to 50. Yeah, that's it. Keep up the gas. It's like
Man,
that ticket.
they're pretty soon they're going to tell you have to have a license to blow your nose.
Or piss. Or
But I mean, native people, I don't think native people should have to have buy a hunting license or fishing license. But with the people not, isn't here full-blooded Lumbee, he got to pay his license. He still got to buy a fishing license.
swimming, and you should always have a buddy in case something goes wrong.
You're right, Mr. Bill. In fact, your buddy today is a swimming champ. So let's hook you two up.
It's like that ticket. Go pay ticket.
So, where are we at, Wade?
The Hudson train station.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, where are you going?
Fayetteville.
Where are you going first?
I don't have to really get the paper.
Penn Station,
Penn Station,
which is in what city?
New York.
Okay, you gonna take some photos there?
Yes.
Okay, you gonna do an interview?
I'll try.
I got this. Try.
It's hard to hear you over that horn.
like I said, hit me up, man. I work 9 to 4 Wednesday. I can definitely do it. I got a little building up behind the house we can do it in.
All right.
Pull the motherfucker off. Do whatever we need to.
If I ever seen like homeless people come here.
But what do you think? I don't mean to interrupt you because I know you got a bit to work. What do you think the cause is?
Cause
Do you know what the cause is? We'll find out. Find out. That's your assignment for
All
this
right.
week. Let's ask a couple people, and you'll find out the cause of very much the same. How you get there? You lose your job, you lose the thing, whatever.
Right.
Business deal. So, what would you do with an all-powerful magic wand, just for America? Just to improve America. But it's your a little bit more than that. It's your view of a utopia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is dysphoria.
yeah.
Can't
yeah.
go to the beaches.
Right.
Walking Dead shit.
I mean,
You can't see anybody's face. We don't know
if
they're
I could, if I could have a magic wand, and I think the solution not necessarily would be money, but I would say
Well, what would it look like? Before we talk about the solution, I mean, that's the next question,
Okay.
actually. What would it look like? So we start at the top, the tippy top, and then we work our way down. So what would it look like for you? I mean, that was your vision for the future. Like, mine was Star Trek. I always say the Star Trek and
Yeah.
space stations and shit like that.
I just say equal opportunity, man. For
But what was
everyone.
your view? What was your view of utopia?
Just
God's
every-
kingdom on earth is one of the ways to say it.
Just every, I mean, yeah. I
What would you like it to be? Because dude, what would you like when you're my age? Think about it. You've thought about this, haven't you?
Somewhat. I mean, I just see like everybody being treated fairly, man. I mean, at the end of the day, if we could just get everybody to think of everybody as like themselves, then things would start to turn better.
I'm going to throw one at you. And I did this to a guy in Atlantic Beach, a white fellow. He's very,
Okay.
good, very great guy. My tradition is the Baha'i faith, and it says, prefer thy brother over thyself.
Right.
That means I'll step in front of a bullet for you.
Right.
I'll
Right.
give you more than half of my food.
Right.
Do you think that's a good opinion?
Yeah.
Because, you know,
for sure.
I said to him, do unto others, you know, you can do what you want to me, but,
Right.
you know, don't hurt old girl. You know,
Right,
you got
yeah,
a problem,
yeah,
right? Or
right.
any of these people here.
Right.
So, the magic wand is people being treated fairly. So, what's the first step to people being treated fairly?
First, that'll be people treating people fairly is seeing people as yourself.
Okay. Yeah, they're big fuckers. So you know what he says to me one day? I like telling these stories on video. He says to me one day, hey, come here. Get a homeboy here, sleepyhead.
He had his hair.
I said he was sleepyhead, man.
Yeah.
What do you got? I like the tattoos here. What's the first I'm just going to go this real quick.
Okay.
What's the next step to seeing people as yourself, as we just discussed? We know what we're talking about, so I move on.
Be like, well, I mean, you just gotta have that open-mindedness and willingness to.
Okay, open-mindedness. What's the first step to open-mindedness? Because with open-mindedness comes willingness.
Right. First step to open-mindedness, man, is research.
Research, like Francis Drake.
Yeah.
And the one guy said, hey, get him out of there because he's a slave trade. But he might have done that for 2 or 3 years. Like being a gangbanger or something, right? And then you got his shit together.
Right.
In a sense.
Right.
So, can I say knowing your history?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to do some work on that. It's your assignment. His last name was Crapper.
Crapper.
It was. I'm serious. I can't make this up. That's how you got the term Crapper.
Right.
You know what they call cops coppers?
How's
Why
that?
they call because they had copper buttons.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, I get you copper.
Yeah.
You're 27. You're not.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 24, man.
Is that hurting your back bending over?
No, I'm good. I just try to make sure I'm in the picture. We make sure we see each other.
Very
Yeah,
photogenic fella.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one, man. I get that question a
What
lot,
was the
man.
question?
but
I forgot.
what I want to be when I get older, man. What do I want to be? And
Well, let me say, where do you want to be in 5 years?
5 years, man.
See, that's the kind of time to have a family.
Yeah, that's how I'm
29,
maybe
you
like
know.
maybe about like 30. Yeah, like 30. Maybe my first
30-ish, before 35.
Yeah. But my first
And you get a
kid.
girl maybe 35 or.
Yeah,
My wife was younger, but she was very mature.
Right. Understood. I date a younger girl as well. She's 22 now.
Yeah, but that ain't shit.
Yeah. Couple years. Yeah.
She failed the grades even in your school.
Right. Yeah. So, 4 years with her, man. So another 4 years, maybe a child, but mainly, man, just focusing.
Being a dad is the greatest thing. You
Yeah.
got to be ready for it.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
got to be able to take care of yourself.
Right,
and
exactly.
Her, and plus have a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
Kids are a blessing.
That's
Kids
the
are a
main
blessing.
thing. Yep.
Takes a lot of work though. You seem like a good fellow. Your parents were good to you?
Yeah.
Are they
for
still
sure.
with us?
Yeah.
Good.
For
You
sure.
got younger nephews and nieces or anything?
My sister's younger than me, so no. She's
Okay,
19.
okay,
yeah,
okay.
I have 2 sisters. that
Like
both
my
younger.
wife was actually the younger. My first wife was actually the younger one, but she had the first baby. She
Right.
had when she was 17.
Right. Yeah.
So, and when I seen her as a mom, toting this little kid behind, she went to school, she did everything. She wouldn't take a penny from the welfare.
Right.
You know, and she is a great mom.
So what do you really want to do? If you had a choice, is it what you're doing right now?
It would be what I'm doing right now. I've always given back to this particular community because it's dear to my heart. I'm an educator. So between tutoring,
That's your day
helping
job?
parents figure out what, IEPs and connecting resources, I've always done that.
If you had the magic wand, we discussed that briefly, what would you do, realistically?
I would like to lessen my mom's stress because I know she's stressed out.
Okay, that's about it. Okay, thank you, hon. You're very honest and everything, and I think your mom's a good person. I don't know if I can talk to her later, but I really appreciate this, and I think this, I just want to say this system of Airbnb, it helps the average person out, maybe to make ends meet. Throw extra $100 here and there. I'll give you a hug.
The moon is better than that.
Where?
It looks like an eye.
Foot.
What's your name? Who's your daddy? We'll call it Sass. We'll call it you, Sass. Sass 1.1. Make noises, call her. Okay. What would make it greater?
What would make it greater?
If I learned how to push the start
I
button.
got you. I think what would make it greater is if we kind of gave underprivileged people a chance and we kind of had government systems which would actually help with reform and rehabilitation. I think that jail just kind of makes people, puts them into a box, society puts them into a box where they can just be like, well, there's our problem right there, when in reality it's just so much bigger than that.
You got green eyes or brown?
I have like greenish brown eyes. I don't know, it's like poop.
I have a movie called We Some Green Eyed People. Look at his eyes. just to help America. Just
Damn.
to change America.
Just to change America. That is a fucking hard question, man. I'd say I would probably just magically pop up fucking hotels and all kinds of buildings for people that need to sleep. They got the place. I mean, it's something.
You know,
that,
you ever see how many abandoned buildings there are and abandoned houses, and it's kind of disparaging.
Yeah, we should just flip them. I mean, there's plenty of buildings with historic value that they don't want to demolish. They're just sitting there. I mean, there's plenty of good uses that those could go to.
So here's the other question. I'm gonna take the end all is how to make America like utopia.
Yeah,
It's just,
yeah.
you know, how's it gonna be when you're my age?
How's it going to
You know what I mean? I mean, prophesize that 35 years.
God, it's going to be just as bad. I'm sure it will. I hope things, you know, I hope people become a little bit more open-minded. I hope people are a little more generous.
What would you like it to look like? Basically, taking care of people. I think that would be the bottom line.
Yeah, I think taking care of people and just better communities and everything. You know, government should just be helping with something. I think something like that.
But they do it now for profit.
Yeah, and it's always about profit at the end of the line. But if everything's all about profit, then what are we getting? I mean, the humanity should be somewhere.
So, what's the first step if I take away the magic wand? Because I'm actually a white man giver.
If you take away the magic wand.
Yeah. So, what's the first step? So, we got utopia.
Right.
What's the first step to utopia?
I would just say lots of petitioning, and I mean, really, that's about the only way we can get anywhere.
I like that. I've never heard. See, I never heard that. 1,000 interviews, never heard petitioning. We mentioned
Really?
that. I mentioned that to you, so I don't know if you're stealing my idea.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to steal your idea.
Which is fine, because that's what we're doing. We're cross generational.
Yeah,
it's
we meet
your
in the middle.
future. 30 years, I'll be, you know, living on the moon
I
in
feel
a
you,
nursing
man.
home.
Yeah,
That's my goal.
Yeah. Well, probably better
So,
off.
what's the first step to petitioning? Because that's a pretty simple answer in a way.
Yeah. I just think that maybe we just need one really good group of people that just go around, you know, across the nation, really, and just start petitioning and
You're
trying
giving
to
me
get
chills on my arm because,
Yeah.
because people have said that.
Really?
I had a stripper that said that driving a Tesla.
Really?
She said and a lot of people said that's what they wanted. Actually, the first interview, she said she wanted to travel and help people.
Really?
And this is a girl living in her car.
Yeah.
And lost everything.
I know, and that's
She's
that's
begging
the thing.
for change.
Yeah,
for gas.
exactly. And I think a lot of the people that have kind of been in that situation, whether it was a temporary thing or they're going through it now, they know how it is. And, you know, I feel like a lot of people, they kind of got their blinders on, and which is fine, and it's totally to be expected of. We're all humans, you know, but I think that deep down we kind of got to open our eyes.
So what's the first step what's the step to getting a group of people together like-minded? You said traveling, so I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good start. But what's the step before that? Getting in the car.
Yeah, exactly. Shit, man. I just think it takes a lot of courage and a lot of just bravery from some people trying to make some kind of a difference.
There you are.
And ain't got not much to lose.
Being scared as shit, but still doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was going to say to you about people that are in between,
Yeah.
because like I said, tell you about the homeless word.
Right.
They want to help people, and they know how to help people, and they want to give. Oh, I know what it was. People look at us and see themselves.
True.
And I saw that, and it scared me.
Exactly.
People getting changed to finish a pack of cigarettes or whatever.
Yeah.
Because the South was a lot poorer, you know.
Yeah, real shit.
But it's more spiritual. So I'll just tell you
Wisconsin
something.
Special plates registered on my business. You know, I really don't have time for this.
Hey, you guys have a blessed night. Thank you for your service, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, peace, man.
Have a good night.
Nice fist bump, sir. He actually fist bump. That is cool. What's that smell, though? What's that smell?
And people have everybody has different ideas, you know, and you hire someone or you elect someone from your area that you think has the same ideas as you. And then they go to DC and they get influenced by money or whatever. Yeah, then